Hello and welcome to the New Indian Express Online. I'm Bansy Kalappa. With me is a well-known expert in public finance, taxation and other issues. We have with us Mr. Mohandas Pai. Mr. Pai, first of all, on this budget today, we saw the Sensex rejoicing and going up by a few points, a few notches. But then it came down very, very badly. I think final numbers were very drastic. So how do you look at this? The market seems to be dreading the budget. How do you look at that?
Well, the market was thinking there is going to be increased taxation. When capital gains were increased, the market went into a shock because there was an apprehension of capital gains being increased, but it actually happened. Long-term capital gains went up to 12.5%. But the good news for the economy was that unlisted stocks now get taxed at 12.5 as against 20%, and capital gains has been simplified. So it's not as bad as it seems. And there were no other taxation clauses there. The total tax impact plus and minus was 8,000 crores. On a spending of 45 lakh crores, that is very small. So I think market was confused till they saw all the small print. And now I think the market would have accepted all that and possibly have a sigh of relief that there is no massive increase in taxes. There's tax stability. There is tax reform in making sure the process becomes better. Reopening of taxes has been shot down to a great extent. TDS has been rationalized.
I'll come to TDS.
Yeah.
Now the angel tax has been abolished.
Yeah.
So how do you look at that? You were with Infosys. You were one of the heads of...
No, we were asking for angel tax to go.
Yeah.
Angel tax was brought in by Pranab Mukherjee primarily to catch politicians in Andhra Pradesh who are getting high amount of money at high premium. Then over a period of time, it became a tool of harassment for startups because startups used to get capital by check. And people used to get the PAN number, but they used to ask unnecessary details. And now we have been asking for his abolition. And the Congress in its manifesto said it must be abolished. Praveen Chakravarti put that clause there. And he deserves some credit because after putting it there and our repeated request, the government has finally abolished that. It was harassment and I don't think they collected much money. There's clause 66 in the tax code which allows for unaccounted money to be taxed. So I think it removes a big source of harassment and everybody is happy about it, except that all angel tax proceedings should be now suspended and withdrawn.
Okay. Also, there has been a little bit of, especially from the government side, they are saying that the tax up to 3 lakh rupees, those who earn up to 3 lakh per annum, they don't have to pay any tax. But, from the ground, what we hear is that even peons in the government sector earn more than 5-6 lakh rupees a year. So who will it really benefit? Because
yeah, I agree with you because the middle class is angry and upset because middle class has been paying the great majority of taxes for the last many years. They have not got tax reliefs. Tax systems have been very strengthened. Inflation has been high. Fees are going up. EMI interest rates have gone up. House rentals have gone up. And living in cities is no longer good. You got bad air, no water, all kind of mess, huge traffic jams, etc. So I think there's a problem and they're upset. They voted for the NDA to a large extent. They wanted more. I think that 17,000 rupees is too small to compensate for all the pain that they've been through. They should have got 40 to 50,000 rupees. It would have been easy because the tax collection is going up in 20-22% for individual income tax this year and the last year too. And pensioners have got a raw deal. They should increase the slab to 5 lakhs so that more people don't file returns. Because if you got 3.5-4 lakhs, filing returns is a pain. Then you have to wait, etc. So you could have put it up to 5 lakhs. Because people say that 5 lakhs is too high considering the per capita income is 2 lakhs. Now per capita income for the whole country is 2 lakh rupees because UP with 23 crore population is 1 lakh. Bihar with 13 crore population is 70,000. That's 33 crore population. 33 crore population of 140 crores is approximately about 25%. So if you remove them from the denominator, numerator, then the per capita income will go up. It could go up to 270, 280, right? And then it doesn't look so high, right? Because the prosperity is largely in the south. They should have done it. And further, pensioners who are getting a raw deal, because in the tax code they give some tax relief. Now pensioners have to spend more money on health, more money on living, right? And they got a higher expenditure. They should increase the slab for 5 lakhs. So that will help pensioners and young people, and they would have lost another 20,000 crores. That would have been very small compared to the 45 lakh crores receipt. I think halfway they should have done much more. Instead of some 5 slabs or 6 slabs, they should have put only 3 slabs.
Absolutely.
0 to 5, no tax, and the others could have been okay. But I think it is what it is. Maybe in the reply, they will hear the feedback from the middle class and do that.
Absolutely. Also, a lot of comments coming about Andhra and Bihar being given that special treatment, 26,000 crore to Bihar's roads, for example, 15,000 crore to develop Andhra capital, plus so many other benefits which are too many to list. So how do you look at that? Surely there cannot be so much of a political statement in a budget.
Well, the budget is a political statement. Budget is fully political, and the election sent a message to the NDA. First, there's a touch of arrogance in their election. So people said, you're too arrogant. Second, the middle class was very unhappy. Third, the lower middle class was taken in by the takatak 8,500 rupees. It showed they're in distress and they want some relief. The messages were very clear, and of course they scraped too because of Andhra Pradesh and Bihar. Now Bihar is a special case. The poorest state in India is 70,000 rupees per capita income, 13 crore people, right? And you need help for Bihar. If you look at the SDG of the Niti Aayog, special development goal, sustainable development goals, Bihar is very low in most areas. School enrollment is low, college enrollment is low, per capita income on health is low. So Bihar certainly deserves it. They should have given more money to Bihar. In fact, they should have a special scheme that those states which are below the national average in SDG will be given special grants for health and education and infrastructure. So Bihar deserves it. Andhra is political. Babu has said very clearly, I want Polavaram, I want money for my capital, I want this, and Modi has given to him. And Babu knows that his bread is buttered by Modi, and Modi knows that he requires him to keep quiet and not interfere in the central government. So Naidu gets money and Modi gets some more peace of mind. I think it's very important, and he's got it. Of course, the finance minister spoke about West Bengal, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, and said Eastern India we go into everything, but gave more to Bihar. But the big thing is, South India is very upset. They didn't mention South India at all in the budget. Nothing for Tamil Nadu, nothing for Karnataka, nothing for Telangana, nothing for Kerala. I mean, don't we exist? Politically, we're going to have a CM Siddaramaiah accuse them of discrimination, and we're going to have CM Stalin again, stand up and shout at them. And it was unnecessary. They should have given a few projects to the South also. The South is being discriminated again and again.
Absolutely.
And this budget is, much of it will go to north of the country, even though the jobs budget may come to the south. Large scale infrastructure is taking place in the north of India, and there are so many things happening there. So I think that is something they have to remedy, because the union government cannot be seen as partial against the south of India. For example, Bangalore gave them 5 MP seats. What did Bangalore get? Nothing. Bangalore gave them a lot of MLA seats. What did Bangalore get? Nothing. So I think there is a political problem there. They solved one political problem of Andhra Pradesh and Bihar, but other political problems, South India, they've not been able to solve.
Absolutely. Also, Congress making a statement saying that employment-linked incentive on page 30 of Congress manifesto has been adopted by the BJP in its budget. Also, some saying that apprenticeship scheme also being adopted. Jairam Ramesh saying that issue of unemployment has been addressed, which the Congress was speaking about, and so very left-handed compliments going from the Congress. So how do you look at that?
Well, it's good that NDA has adopted some of the suggestions of the Congress in the manifesto. After all, the NDA won, but the problems remain the same, right?
Absolutely.
The NDA or UPA, the problems are the same. The problem is, the biggest problem is unemployment and need for jobs, and that has been addressed here. And I think the Congress focusing on this in a very big way and attracting young people posed a challenge to change course for the NDA, which they did. So I'm happy that the NDA took it up and did it, because they've been they've been elected by the people to rule this country for 5 years. And they took the Congress suggestion, and indeed the Congress came first with the suggestion with great detail. I think it's good news. And they must Congress must compliment NDA, and Congress must give more suggestions how to run the country better. Because I think, frankly, there are many more experienced people in running the country, and they got a greater experience in policy making, even though in execution their track record is very poor, and in high corruption the track record is very high. They're a very corrupt party with low execution standards, but a very good policy making people.
So thank you. There it is, Mr. Mohandas Pai, an expert, really telling us what he thinks about the budget with camera person Nagaraj Gadekal. This is Bansy for the New Indian Express Online.